Would you like to get a trick to leverage your way into scaling your business to 6 figures? In this video, I'm going to talk about how you can automate the validation point in your business so you can get faster to your 6-figure goals. Hey everyone, it's Masha from Pyjama Bosses, and in today's video, I want to share with you how important validation of your business really is. And that usually actually happens when one of your upline support leaders that already has a success story actually helps you to validate your opportunity in front of your prospect. Or perhaps you as a leader are already doing that for your team. And that's a super important point. And guess what? That's why we all do three-way calls, because unless we have a third-party validation, it's going to be super difficult to always be in the convincing mode so that we can convince the prospects. Rather, we use the validation. So now that we understand how validation from a third party, from a leader that already has some success is really important, let me share with you a really simple trick how you can start using leverage to automate your growth to 6 figures. Well, the next stage in actually getting more validation faster in your team as you're experiencing faster growth is to automate it. And how do we do that? Well, the first strategy I have for you is actually we create what I call the master validation tool. In fact, in our training program, the 3-way call master code that you can check out, and I'll give you the link at the end of this video, we actually talk about the specifics how you can create this tool for yourself and your team so that you can slowly start replacing yourself and you don't need to be always doing every single 3-way call for your team. That is one thing. So it's a simple tool that you and your team are using called Master Validation Tool. The other way that you can actually scale up your validation in your team is to not just be doing 3-way calls where you have one prospect and one team member, right? But you have actual 3-way calls that are scaled. And what that means is that you actually, instead of one prospect, have groups of prospects. So the best way you can imagine that, and this is what I do each and every single day in our business, is actually dialing into smaller groups, bigger groups, or even large events to validate the opportunity. So very often in each and every single country where we build a business, on a Sunday where we run a huge business opportunity meeting, Miguel and I dial in live on a video chat where we actually validate the opportunity, share the success story we had, and of course, talk about the new concepts and the company we're involved in. So this is the second strategy that I found really, really effective. So first of all, you can create Master Validation Tool, which is a tool your team will use. And second of all, you can scale your 3-way calls by dialing into larger meetings. And finally, it all comes down to raising more leaders, right? You can scale your business faster to 6 figures if you can teach more leaders how to do 3-way calls by themselves. So, these are the main concepts of how I believe you can create massive duplication and really scale your business effectively and appropriately by using 3-way calls and validation. And if you're somebody who really enjoys this and who's really actually got some value from what I've shared, make sure you like this video and go ahead and share it with everyone you know. But also, if you really decided that this is your year and you want to get to 6 figures and beyond, then I invite you to look at our program called the 3-way call master code. And in a second, I'm going to give you a link where you're going to see all the details. But make sure that you actually look, as this is a 3-module program that goes from everything of how you do a 3-way call with your leader, how you are the leader doing calls for your team, and finally what we talked about in this video, which is how do we scale 3-way calls and how do we automate them to slowly start stepping back from our business as our business grows. I will see you on the other side, and check out our 3-way call master code.